everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in today's video we will learn how to add get response contact with custom fields in Google Sheets. So now let's here suppose that whenever a contact is created in my get response account, then with the same details received, I wish to add them in my Google Sheets. So now how we will be setting up this integration? So over here we will be using Pabbly Connect, where our trigger application will be get response and an action application will be Google Sheets. So now whenever a new contact will be added in my get response account, then automatically the details of that same contact will be added in my Google spreadsheet. So now to learn how we set up this automation, follow me through the screen. In this video we will learn that how you can add get response contact with custom field in Google Sheets. So here I want whenever a new contact is created in get response, then with the details received, I automatically want to add these details in my Google spreadsheet. So to do this automation, I will sign into my Pabbly Connect account. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I will click on sign in. This is the all applications page by Pabbly Connect. So we will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach our dashboard. So now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and to create a new workflow, you need to click on this create workflow button on your right hand side. And now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. I have named it as add get response contact with custom field in Google Sheets, and now I will click on create. As I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. So the trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So now as our use case suggests, that is to add get response contact with custom field in Google Sheets. So in my trigger window, I will be selecting the trigger application as get response. So here it is. After selecting the trigger application, moving to the trigger window, over here I will be selecting it as contact subscribe. That means this trigger will start working whenever a contact will be added. So I'm selecting it. As I did that, now you can see a webhook URL is given. So over here, read this help desk given carefully, because this webhook URL will help you to connect get response with Pabbly Connect. So now to connect get response with Pabbly Connect, I will take you to my get response account. Over here, we need to go to tools, and now we will go to webhooks. And over here, as these are some existing webhooks, and to create a new webhook, you need to click on this create webhook button. And over here, we need to give our webhook a name. I have named it as current. Moving to the webhook URL. So we will be getting this webhook URL from Pabbly Connect. So I will simply copy it. And now I will paste it over here as I did that. So now over here, it is asking which event to notify you. So over here in this event list, I will be selecting it as contact subscribed. Here it is. So I've selected it. Scrolling down, we need to make the webhook status active, and we will click on create webhook. So now you can see that the webhook is successfully created. Moving back to Pabbly Connect. Now you can see that it is waiting for a webhook response. That means we need to create a contact in get response. So you can add the contact by two ways. One is manually and one is by form. So over here, I will be getting the response from the form. This is the form that I have already created. So now over here, I will fill this form. So I have filled in the details in this form, and now I will click on submit. So now you can see that we have received the response. Over here, the contact is added. You can see the name of the contact, that is demo user. You can see the email ID that goes as demouser@pabblytudes.com. And over here, a contact ID is also created. But in this response received, if you would have noticed over here that the phone number is missing. So now how we will add that? For that, we will be using a custom field. So now moving on to our next step. And now over here in this action application, I will again search for get response. Here it is. So now moving to action event, that will be to get our contact details. So I will select that. And now I will click on connect. So as we have already created a connection between get response and Pabbly Connect in this workflow. So over here, we won't add a new connection. We can go with the existing connection and click on save. So now you can see that get response is connected again. So now moving to the contact ID part, instead of selecting from this drop down, I will map the contact ID from the response that we have received. So I will remove this, and from this response over here, you can see that this is the contact ID. So I will select it. So now why I have used mapping over here, because the details that you will map in this field, that is contact ID, This will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. So basically this contact ID will be replaced by new ID whenever a new contact will be created. So over here I have successfully mapped the contact ID, and now to see the response I will click on the save and send test request button. So over here in the response received, now we will be finding the phone number for which we have done this action step over here. So scrolling down, now you can see that the phone number is also mentioned in these details. So now we have got the details. So now moving further, I wanted to add these details into my Google spreadsheet. So I will click on this add action step, and over here I will be searching for Google Sheets. Here it is. And in the action event, I will be selecting it as add new row. So now once I did that, I will connect this. So over here to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, you can either go with the existing connection or simply add a new connection. If you are adding a new connection, you need to sign in with your Google account. So as I have an existing connection, I will go with the same and click on save. So now you can see that it is connected over here successfully. So this is my Google spreadsheet that I have already created before, and here I want the response to be added. So now I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here in the select spreadsheet, I will be selecting the spreadsheet name, that is untitled spreadsheet. And over here in select sheet, you can see that there is only one sheet in my spreadsheet, so that is automatically selected over here. So now moving on to name, email and phone. So I will map these details instead of entering it manually. So now over here in name, I will map it from the response received. So this is the name and I've mapped it. Moving to email, again I will map it from the response. Here it is. Moving on to the phone number, I will map it again. And here is the phone number. So I have mapped it. So now as I have mapped these details, so now I will click on save and send test request to see the response. So over here you can see that this is the spreadsheet ID. You can see the table range along with the rows in which the data is updated. So I will take you to my spreadsheet, and over here you can see that the contact details is successfully added in my Google spreadsheet. So the name goes as demo user, email goes as demouser@pabblytudes.com, and here is a dummy number. So this means that the integration between GetResponse and Google Sheets is successful, and now whenever a contact will be added in GetResponse, then automatically the details will be mentioned in Google Sheets as well. So this integration was successful. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.